welcome to Speech Action Studio. Today's guest is actor, musician and drama teacher Stuart Allan, aka William Rogue. Bill.
What?
Okay if I call you Bill?
Yeah.
Thank you very much for...
Even though it's not my name.
William.
It kind of is my name, but, it's my middle name. But yeah, call me Bill.
Okay, well, Bill, thank you very much for coming in.
Sure.
For this interview. You've come a long way.
Yeah.
Try and get every cliche in I can as quickly as possible. We met, 26, 7, 8 years ago.
1996.
1996.
August 1996.
Yeah.
August 1st, 1996. I remember things.
Yeah, and that was in Theatre Works in Sunny Govan.
Yep.
And how would you describe that? That was a year's contract, which is...
It was a year's contract, and it was basically they trained you and they put you out and you did a secondary schools tour, you did an elementary schools tour, and you did a main house production. Did we do 2 main house productions?
Just the one, I think. We did a kids show, we did a theatre and education show.
We did Looking After Norman, that was the elementary school.
Yeah.
I was a teddy bear.
Yeah.
You were the dad and the social worker. Brian was the social worker.
Yeah.
And then Bread Makers and Making Tracks. They were the 3 things that we did.
Making Tracks, yeah.
Making Tracks went out, I think, 3 times.
Yeah.
So 3 tours on it. And that was a year. And after a year, they were like, see you later.
Yeah.
Go
Rubbish pay.
Yeah. No, but, I enjoyed getting paid
Yes.
every week. Because when you said you were an actor and people were like, oh, right, so when did you sign on? And I'm like, no, I actually get a wage at the end of the week. That was a good feeling, even though it was a...
Yeah, well, see, I was an equity member, and we weren't getting anything like equity money at all. But we were getting training, so it was a part of the deal was we would get training and at the same time.
It was more than a gyro.
It was, yeah.
Which is the thing that I liked about it. And
yeah.
I just liked the fact that I could say that I was an actor.
Yeah.
And at the end of 97, they were like, okay, then, you've learned enough, away and get a job.
Yeah.
So...
But did you?
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
I got any hopscotch.
Uh-huh.
Got any Fable Vision.
Yeah, that's right.
You got me any Fable Vision.
Yeah.
And worked for Fable 4 years, Ian.
Was it 4 years?
Last night,
Uh-huh.
the show that pretty much you devised.
Yeah.
And we kind of wrote it out. That toured for 4... I toured for 4 years with that show. But then you had Andy Dow coming in and taking over. That show had a lot of life on it. They made a lot of money out of that show.
Yeah, I know. I did before then. We did something called with Carol Piper Rafferty,
right?
And we did a show which ran and ran and ran, and it was a primary school show, a sort of a drugs message thing going on in there, and we did that for years and years, and again it was devised. We devised it in 1 week. Liz Garner, she was the director. I've had her on the show.
Have you?
Yeah. She came in a couple of weeks
ago.
ago.
She's still with Fable Vision?
She's doing other things.
Right.
Does community-based work where they go in and they enable people from that community to do their own stuff rather than take a show in.
So that was more kind of a Birds of Paradise?
Yeah.
Right, because that was their other company that was going where she was like working with disabled people.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, Fable Vision was 4 years.
Wow.
Hopscotch. I did another couple of shows with Hopscotch and I did the Panto. I'm only going to talk about work that I got paid for, Ian.
Yeah.
Because there's an awful lot of work there I didn't get paid for.
Same here.
And then I think the last a few kind of shows here and there. Did Waiting for Godot.
Yeah.
Which I really enjoyed doing. Not About Nightingales, Tennessee Williams.
I didn't see that because I was doing another show at the same time.
Yeah, you were doing Happy End, I think.
Yeah, doing Happy End musical. Well.
That was a great show, and I did. And you'll know this, Ian, because you directed it. My one-man show, Sex, Drugs and Rock and Roll.
Yeah, great.
By Eric Bogosian. And for me, I think that was the last really substantial piece of acting I did and then I went to drama school.
Yeah. But doing the performance course.
Well, no, I mean, I didn't really want to go to drama school because, after theatre works, I know how to act.
Yeah.
Ian, one of the finest things about theatre works was the radio workshop we did at the Academy. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
Hamish
yeah.
Wilson,
Yeah.
who's dead now.
Yeah.
Because I auditioned to the Academy and I didn't get in.
Mm-hmm.
And they made me feel like shit, especially when they started talking about how I'm from Pollock, and it really annoyed me.
Right.
And I didn't get in, and I was raging. And then when I got into Theatre Works and they did that radio workshop thing and we were the guest artists.
Yeah.
Do you remember we came in and we were on the billboard, today's guest artists are the actors from Theatre
Yes,
Works?
we got a little
and I
lanyard.
walked in like that. Yes, man, get it right. Absolutely had it out. And then Hamish Wilson came in the last day with like 3 bottles of wine. Do you remember that?
Yeah, well, he took us to the pub as
Yeah,
well.
he took us to the pub. It was great.
Yeah.
But,
He was old school.
oh, really?
Yeah.
But I thought, well, that's it. I'm an actor. I don't need to come to drama school.
Uh-huh.
But, I wanted to move to America. And I did the drama because I needed a degree.
Uh-huh.
Right? Because
Yeah.
I wanted to teach drama.
Yeah.
And I left school at 16, so I didn't really have anything.
It's a way, isn't it, to get... Well, how on earth did you actually get into the university? It is a university now, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah.
It's
the
the
Royal-
Conservatoire.
It's the Conservatoire now.
Yes.
But do you remember, what's his name? Big Kiwi guy. Donald Fraser.
Yeah.
I went and seen Donald Fraser and he was like, okay, if you want to be a teacher, you're going to have to do this course and you're going to have to do this course and you're going to have to do this course.
Yeah.
And because I'd left at 16, I would have to go and do all these foundation courses before I could get into it. And I'm looking at it and there's like 5 years. He says the other way you can do it is the Academy runs a performance thing and it's for drama. And it's just an audition to get in. And you need the qualifications, you just need to audition.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I did. I went and auditioned and I got in. And I did the course. And I did the course because they had a huge section on education.
Yeah.
And because I got that, I did 3 years there, which, by the way, I hated.
Mm-hmm.
3 years at the RSMD, I absolutely hated. I had a hard time. But I was only doing it so I could go to Jordan Hill and get my teaching degree.
Wow.
Which is what I did.
Yeah. Well, you had a plan.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Which is always makes it rather... I mean, I've always just drifted around, sort of knocked from one thing into another and not actually had an end goal.
Well, the reason for that is my wife and my children, we were moving to America.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd be perfectly okay going to America and just working as an actor. But my wife
Mm-hmm.
and my kids, they needed a health plan.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of was like, I need to get my teaching credential and go over there and teach.
Mm-hmm.
And I taught here, I taught in Pollock. Because
And what is it you teach?
Drama.
A drama, right? So you're still in the same...
Well, I did teach drama when I went for the first 5 years in America. I taught drama. But drama's always the first thing you get cut. And here's the thing, in America, there's no credential for a drama teacher.
Yeah.
You're an English teacher.
Oh, right.
Right?
Right.
And here in Scotland, my teaching credential is drama teacher.
Right.
But in America, they didn't recognise it. It gets recognised as you're an English teacher, which to me is hilarious because I'm dyslexic and I left school at 16.
I know.
And I had no business teaching English. But there, when the drama stopped, they were like, can you teach English? And I was like, probably not. And they're like, but your credential is in English. So I found myself teaching English. I know when I was at Jordan Hill doing teacher training, I know lots of people that came to Jordan Hill to do the teacher training here. And they all ended up teaching in different countries. 2 friends that ended up teaching in China.
Oh.
One in Abu Dhabi, one in Australia, 2 in New Zealand, one in Canada. I went to America.
Yeah.
And they all said the same thing. I keep in touch with them. They're all like, I'm really glad we did our training in Scotland. But generally I found that, because I taught in England, I taught in Scotland, and I've taught in America. And, having done the theatre and education, we've been to a lot of schools.
Mm-hmm. And
I think a school success does not come from how much money it has, right? It comes from the teachers. The teacher's good because...
I think that's always been the case.
I know, and that's what it is all over the world.
Yeah.
I've been in some incredibly affluent schools and there's some seriously bad teachers there.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been in some schools that have absolutely no money whatsoever, but they have some great teachers there and they do some great stuff.
Yeah.
If you want to look at how well a school does, like in standardised testing and O levels or GCSE, I don't know what it is now.
Mm-hmm.
What is it now?
I haven't a clue.
Oh, well, and you know, I know that in Scotland they have the league tables come out.
Yeah.
Where they put the best school first, and then they put the worst school at the bottom.
Yeah.
Those worst school, those four are the four that I taught in,
Mm-hmm.
which was St Mungo's Academy,
Yeah.
St Paul's, Govan High, and Castlemilk. They're the four schools I taught in.
Right.
And when I was here, and that was actually going by 20 years now, 18 years, they're the schools I taught in, and they were at the bottom of the league tables. But if you look at the league tables, and you get a league table of property prices, do you know what? It's the same fucking list.
Really?
There's Jordan Hill at the top,
Yeah.
and there's Govan at the bottom.
Mm.
Look at house prices. Jordan Hill are the most expensive, Govan are the cheapest.
Yeah.
And it's the same in America. Well, I'm doing Macbeth at the minute,
Right.
which is a lot of fun,
Mm-hmm.
particularly with the age group I'm teaching it. And I'm directing Timon of Athens,
Oh,
Hamlet.
Wow. Yeah.
and Merchant of Venice
Yeah.
with my drama kids. That's what I'm doing right now. And I use the model that I learnt at St Paul's, which is 15-minute Shakespeare,
Right.
where you go through about maybe 12 plays and you go through them and you get your class to kind of like pick one and give me a thumbnail sketch of the plot. And then you're like, okay, we're going to pick 3 of them and you're going to join one and you're going to do your own version in 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You can do the Shakespearean language or you can do an old translate, whatever you want. It just has to follow the same story. And I've done that a few times.
Yeah. That's a really good way of doing it, really, isn't it? Because I had people come to my classes at Strathclyde and I would always do Shakespeare. And the look of fear on people's faces. I mean, even people with good educations and people who've had virtually no education, they go, I can't do that. Can't do that.
Well, hilarious.
And, I had to tell them that I've actually never read a Shakespeare play from beginning to end. Never in my life. I've directed Shakespeare, bits of. I've been in, public performances, professional performances of Shakespeare, but I've never managed to read it through.
Oh,
So, because I can't.
well, Ian, it was the one thing that saved me at school was Shakespeare, because for some reason my dyslexia didn't flare up when I read Shakespeare.
Oh, but when I hear it, it's fine.
All right.
Yeah, I can hear it, it's fine. But off the page, it means nothing. So I have to get people on the floor as quickly as possible.
Right.
And I get them together in groups and saying, right, I don't understand what half this means. I look at the back and we look it up. But I don't just do it as a single individual. I work as a group because no one person knows everything here. But together as a group, we can come up with a translation into our own sort of language. Then we go back to the text, and then we look at the rhythms and see what do the rhythms tell us. It suddenly stops, bam, there.
Oh, yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't get into that side of it, but I always seem to know what he's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Always. And that's what I would read. I would read Shakespeare at school. And I remember my English teacher, Mrs. Brown, whom I owe a lot to, said, you don't seem to have any trouble reading Shakespeare. I'm like, the words don't move around, Mrs. Brown. She's like, right, that's really interesting. So when I was in English, we did Hamlet, Midsummer Night's Dream, Merchant of Venice, Macbeth,
That's a lot to take on, isn't it?
Midsummer. Did I say Midsummer Night's Dream? We did about 5 or 6 Shakespearean plays, and I know people in other classes didn't do any, and I can't help but think that she did that just because she knew I was really into it.
Yeah.
And it completely and utterly saved me because I actually loved English because of Shakespeare. Got into acting because of Shakespeare. This right here, this is my Cymbeline hoodie.
Okay.
Because when I went there, obviously, I was like, well, I want to see if I can act.
Yeah.
Now that I'm in America. And I quit teaching for a year. That's when the school closed down, it ran out of money and they couldn't have a drama teacher, so I lost my job. So I thought, I'll go back to acting for a year.
Uh-huh.
And I did a horror movie. I did Zombie Clowns Conquer the World.
I saw the photographs.
Yep. And I did Closer by Patrick Malber.
All right. Oh yeah.
I did a few short movies. I did a Japanese television show called World's Astonishing News,
Oh.
where I had to play this guy that was beaten up by his wife. A true story. Anyway, that was good. 2 weeks' work. I was really well paid.
Yeah.
What else did I do? And then I did Macbeth with the San Francisco Shakespeare Company, and that was like a 4-month tour. I wasn't Macbeth as much as I thought I should have been. Obviously, I was the new pair. I think I just got the gig because of my token Scottish accent. But it led me to start a relationship with SF Shakes, and I kind of go back there all the time, and I've helped them because they had like a schools tour that went out.
Yeah.
To do schools tours, and they wanted someone that understood Shakespeare and understood the state standards. So I kind of rewrote the kind of teaching pack to go with it. So I'm kind of getting this gig, which was 2 years ago, and I did the Tempest last year, was awesome. It's the best thing in the world to get paid to speak the words of William Shakespeare into the people who get to hear it for free.
So much. And I saw you first of all as really being a musician.
Yeah.
In a sort of not a thrash band or something, post-punk sort of band.
Pub rock. That's what I like.
Oh,
to call
pub
it.
rock.
Pub rock.
Yeah, and I got into music really through pub rock.
Yeah, not punk rock, pub rock.
Yeah,
Rock
just
music
before.
you hear. Yeah, music you hear in the bar.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean that's technically how I got into performing on stage.
Yeah.
Was playing the guitar and singing in a band. I've had loads of bands going on. I'm still in a band now. Do love music. It's what got me on the stage, and I know because I worked with Mischief Labar, the street theatre company, Mischief Labar for 7 years, and most of them are not actors. There's one or two that might say they're an actor, and some that are like, I'm a painter, another I'm a musician, another I'm a writer. But I always muse on why Ian Smith picked the people to be in Mischief Labar. Because, the Academy and Langside College, they would try to get him to take people on from the colleges, and he was like, no, we have a very set.
Yeah,
it felt like a closed shop, and I'm like, how did I get in there? And then I looked at the people in there, and they're all weirdos. Really talented weirdos.
Yeah.
But I was like, why am I here? And I think it took me a wee while. I realised that maybe
you were a weirdo.
Maybe I'm a weirdo too. Maybe I'm just like them. I just didn't really think of myself that way.
Right. Being a sort of performing artist of any kind isn't practical. It really isn't, unless you're one of the very few lucky ones that just fly. Their career flies.
Definitely now, and loads of famous actors have talked about how there is no working class people going in the arts.
No.
They're like, in terms of actors and stuff like that. I mean,
not anymore. They used to when I started out. My college was, I would say, about 60% working class, and I was the token sort of middle class guy.
Right, but
now that's all completely flipped.
It's gone. People like I heard James McElroy talk about it.
Yeah,
and saying I honestly feel like I'm one of the last working class actors, because it happens a lot. And it's because people just can't afford it. And now we have a stage where we have AI.
Yeah.
Basically. And I feel weird talking about this because my band just used AI to make a video.
I used AI to learn how to use all this because I hadn't a clue how to use any of this.
Right. But there's that, but there's AI, which is like... And we're moments away from the first AI-generated movie.
Yeah.
And then, if they did it in this country here, they used AI for the woman's voice.
Yeah.
For the ScotRail. It was the same woman's voice.
Yeah, because I think they even stole that voice off somebody.
Right, but they're using AI for that.
Allegedly.
And I'm like, well, I don't know if this is the right road we're going down. We should have AI picking strawberries and stuff like that, not writing poems and acting in our movies.
Yeah.
That should be still for human beings.
Absolutely agree with you.
Well, here's what I think.
Man.
I think we've been here before, Ian. Right? Here's something that's true. This blew me away, actually. You know, with CGI and animation, we can get there's a game called Final Fantasy, I think, computer game,
Right.
and they made it into a film or something like that. And in the film, it was the assassin's hair was just amazing, and it was absolutely identical. They tried to animate it to look identical like human beings, like AI is now, and they found that children didn't like it. Like little kids just could not deal with it. They just screamed. Which is why when you watch a Disney movie,
I was going to say.
they always exaggerate
Big poppy eyes.
big eyes or little small noses, and they do that because they made movies where it's like identical representation of a human being.
Yeah.
And the under 3 bracket, the under 3 or 4 bracket, when they did the test screenings, kids went crazy, just like that.
There's also the other thing. I mean,
Wait.
What?
Do you know why that is?
No. Well, maybe.
Well, this is crazy. This is far out there, but
Right.
you know, I'm going to tell you. Someone had theorized that everything what we're doing right now has already happened. Like 10, 20,000 years ago, that we created AI, and AI impersonated us and then destroyed us all out. So we have this kind of developed this kind of innate thing in our nature that we don't trust things that are supposed to be a copy. And we're actually watching it happen again. That's a nice rabbit hole on YouTube to go down.
Yeah.
There really is.
Well, yeah, I don't know how the hell we're going to cut this one. This is going to be a real editing challenge. 20-minute interview. I think we've gone on for about an hour.
Okay.
It's just cool. You won't recognise it when it comes. Anyway, Bill, I'll. In the words of Parkinson, I think we'll wrap it up there.
Okay. Just to let people know that my single,
Yeah.
Hamel Damie by Old Salty, is out on all good record streaming type sites.
Yep.
What else? That's about
Old
it.
Salty, I've seen them live. They're good.
Yeah, we're okay.
Yeah.
We're pretty good.
They're very good.
We're old, and
Yeah.
we're salty.
And they're salty as well.
Salty. You couldn't get any better named band than that.
Yep.
Old Salty. Yeah.
Bill, thank you very much.
Cheers, Ian.
Nice to see you. See you again soon.
Bye.
Hey. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe.